Good morning, everybody. It's Brendon and Jamie Curran Lima for the Growth Day Morning Show Roadshow edition. I am traveling, as you can see, and Jamie is as well, as we have just had the blessing of doing the Becoming Unstoppable event, which was unbelievably many of you guys were there. 200,000 people joined Jamie for her Becoming Unstoppable event, and it was magical. So I'm going to bring her in right now to say, hey, what on the Growth Day Morning Show to bring you some good energy, bring you some encouragement, remind you that you get to choose your attitude today. I'm working on it. You get to choose your energy today. I'm working on it. You get to choose what you're going to focus on and get done today, and that's a blessing every single day. And so I'm happy to be here with you more than you all ever know. And I'm happy to be here with Jamie Kern Lima. What's up,
Good
Jamie?
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine.
Hopped on. Okay, great. I got my official Growth Day mug here in the hotel.
Oh, mine's at home. I'm on the road, so I don't know what you call these things, but I'm
Yeah.
so happy to get an update from you because you're 48 hours out of completing, a lifetime achievement, which is the Becoming Unstoppable event, 200,000 people watching. The book launch, believe it, is the #1 new release on Amazon. Please go support it. If you haven't got her new book, it's right behind her shoulder there. You can see it. I know many of you are with us at the huge Becoming Unstoppable event that she hosted, produced, magically made happen with some of the best speakers I've ever seen in such an incredible format. How do you feel 48 hours later? I'm wrecked because of it. How are you?
You know what? I am in the midst of so much just overwhelm in the best possible way. So much gratitude. I'm completely delirious. So who knows what's going to happen on the Growth Day Morning Show today. I have not slept. It has been wild. Yeah, I have 11 shows today, 11 shows, which is like, what a blessing. Cause I poured my heart and soul into the book and just like I'm donating 100% of the proceeds from it. My real hope is that it gives hope and inspiration. And so many people need to believe in themselves again. And it has been, right, a 14-month season of tough times. And so many people have been dimming their light, and so many people have forgotten they have a light inside of them at all.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
all do. We all do. And my hope and prayer is the book really like ignites that light again inside people to dream and to believe and to hope and to feel inspired. And it's really why I love this morning show so much as well. It's because, and everything about Growth Day, but in particular, the morning show. And for those of you hopping on and joining us, welcome to the Growth Day
Hi,
Morning
everybody.
Show. If you're wondering what the heck is this a book tour? Nope, this is the Growth Day Morning Show. Brendon Burchard and me, I'm Jamie Kern Lima. If you're just hopping on, we do this Monday through Friday, 7:30 in the morning Pacific time. Every single day, Monday through Friday. We just started this as an idea, right? This is week 7 now. Week 7 of us doing this every single day. And we started this with an idea like, what if we all come together? What if we start our day with a boost of joy, a boost of inspiration, a boost of intention? Brendon goes into the most incredible life-changing frameworks.
It has been,
I
though.
don't
You know
know what
what?
I
And
do,
you
but we're
bring
here.
energy and you bring joy. And don't you feel like it has been a surprise? I love how you just said it's like a boost. It's like a boost of joy. It's like a boost of energy. It's like you and I starting our day out right, helping people, encouraging people, reminding people how strong they are and how good things are still coming for them. Also, often having to have a coffee together, our first ones, and just get the day going. You usually get the day going much more earlier than I do.
I do.
But I just want to share. I'm seeing all the comments. People are so they're thanking you for becoming unstoppable. They're thanking you for Growth Day. They're thanking you for the book. I see tons of people got the Believe It book, which I'm so excited for. It's not here's the thing. This hasn't been a book tour this last 7 weeks on the Growth Day Morning Show, but it absolutely has. Like it, in the best of ways. It's like Jamie's been taking us on a ride into her growth journey. Right? Every one of you has projects that are important to you. Maybe your project important to you is you're rehabbing part of the house or the garage. Maybe part of your projects right now is you're starting that new thing. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're expanding. Maybe you're trying to figure out your team in a pandemic. Like, listen, we all have projects, and our projects right now have been launching Growth Day, and trying to keep our families and our teams and everything going and optimistic through this really difficult time. And it happened to be too, Jamie's like, she's launching Believe It, her book, which she spent 2 years working on this book, just to simply help you get a better mindset so that you can follow your dreams with a little more courage, a little more belief, a little more confidence, when it was really hard to do that.
Yeah.
And she shares that. So we talk a lot about what we are working on. And I never want you all to feel like, oh, these guys are just promoting their stuff, because we're actually promoting a lifestyle. We're trying to say, hey, watch us try to grow into our dreams.
Yeah.
Watch us. It sucks some days. It's hard. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It's like I got home, I don't know what time it was last night, 2:30 a.m. or something. It was nuts. And on a travel day. So it was just, and I'm wake up in a place that's not my house. It's just like a lot going on. And still, we show up for you. And still, we show up for our mission, our purpose. And I hope that's encouraging for people. No matter what, a year from now, I'll be talking about a book I have, or a, speech or a seminar that we're doing again. Hopefully, you guys used to be at our events before. We're just talking about what we're trying to work on, because you should be talking about what you're working on with your friends. You should be sharing what you're up to ambitiously, enthusiastically with the world, because then you're a role model. They see you. They're like, hey, look, it's hard, but they're out there. Let me get out there.
Yeah. Yeah, because energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. And I think, one of the things also I love so much about just everyone hopping on, and normally we're on Facebook and Instagram. Some days there's tech issues, so bear with us. But also, just to share this, anybody in your life right now, tag them in the comments. Anybody that you think would benefit from a boost of inspiration or boost of joy, a boost of community, a boost of human connection, a boost of all of that, right? Yeah, I see in the comments, this helps so much. I love seeing you guys out there, and what you put in energy is contagious. Oh, there's Jenna Kutcher in there. Love you guys.
Oh, what's up, Jenna?
Jenna, another growth day coach, dear friend. Oh my gosh. But this is something that I think is important, because good energy is contagious, but also things like fear are contagious. Things like, and I just think that, and all of those feelings and those emotions are normal, and they're real, and but coming out of, we're still in the middle of it, really, these 14 months that have been so difficult. I think when we're only around things like the news, or what's going on out there with the pandemic, or just things inside of our own families, right? Things like the pandemic can be just as divisive inside families as politics or anything else. And everyone's just been immersed in this for so long. And sometimes those energy vibes can be contagious too. And I think that even just starting your morning, like, not just for everyone in the community, but this includes me and Brendon, starting our morning all together this way, bringing the joy, bringing, mindset practices and disciplines that, we all need to be reminded of, even if we know them and we study them, even if we created them, even if we ideated them, we all need the reminders ourselves of these things. And I think just starting our day out is so powerful. So just to share that, tag somebody in your life who maybe they can never afford to go to a personal growth event, or even buy a book for that matter, but they could afford to hop on for free and be part of a community that's coming together, that has beautiful intentions of growth, of keeping it real, because some days it's really real on this morning show, for better or worse, keeping it real. But there's so many people. So tag your friends or family or people you believe in who need a boost of inspiration and joy, in the comments, because we welcome them in. Brendon, one thing I said so many times in my live event all day, but it's the exact same way that I feel here in this group on the Growth Day Morning Show, is I love this saying. One of my best friends, Jackie, a best friend of over 20 years, she has this sign at her house. And the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like how I want to live my life. And it said, come as you are, stay as long as you'd like, you belong here. And I was like,
love that.
I literally started crying when I saw that sign. house, because that's her heart. That's her
Yeah.
heart. She would welcome you, whoever you are, however you pray or vote or love or anything. Like, that's her heart. And I'm like, oh. And that's just how I feel about this morning show, about my event all day. And I'm so tired. I'm rambling on and on and on. How you doing, Brendon? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I just think of what we've been trying to do, not just the last 7 weeks of the show, but for, both of our careers. We've been trying to, in so many different ways, help people believe in themselves. And, this week is Belief Week. It's how do you believe in yourself and your future more, even when it's hard or it's scary or, it just sucks sometimes. How do you find that belief and how do you generate that? And I was, on Facebook going to do a post about this, about how do you summon that belief and summon that energy. And you just have to realize some days it's not going to land on you. You're not going to have a great mindset. You're going to be tired. You're going to be, whatever. And that's why there's coffee. And so, I know I'm teasing. I need some coffee today. I'm going to have some coffee today, Jamie. Let me tell you what, this is a coffee morning for me over here.
I've seen you drink coffee. It's a whole nother level.
Yeah, I know. People ask me, I got DMs like at your event, like, when you came out and you were jumping and clapping like that, did you have coffee? I was like, no, that's what I used to do for a living. It was like, oh, I'm doing what I do. But I think you can summon energy to such a higher level when you get out of your head and you believe that you are here for a purpose and that other people need to see you succeed. Other people need to see you live a happy life. People need to see you try to be happy even when there's so many reasons to be bummed. Because when they see that effort, and they see that you show up for them and for the world every day, even when it's exhausting and it's hard, I promise it makes an impact on them. I promise. Even if you feel like I'm not perfect or you're not big enough or things aren't great, it's like, whatever. I was making a joke at Jamie's event about, hey, we're all here. We still have to do what we do. And I'm still cutting my own hair. And today I have this huge, like a mask burn right here, if you will, from wearing like a mask for like 3 days straight, and double masking for like 3 days straight practically. So it's like my face is burned raw from that, and I didn't sleep last night, and there's so much going on that you guys will never know for like maybe another 2 months when like headlines are made around the world for some of the things we're doing, and all of that is happening literally right now. And so what do? Jamie, the other day, I want to give them this phrase, Jamie, because I don't know if it helped you, but even when I said it to you the other night, you're like, there's so much going on, da, 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 da. And I just said, work the schedule. Work the schedule. Guys, if you could have seen her backstage at her event, which she worked tirelessly to pull off, as did the team. It was unbelievable. But, at an event, you have this big, there's a chart on the wall, usually like taped to the drapery or something, or to a big pipe in the back. It's your call sheet. It's your schedule of the event, right? It's like an event scheduled by time block. So it's like this person speaks here, we do a break there, magic balloons happen here, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I just see Jamie check it, and she kept the trains on time. 19 speakers, some for 10 minutes, some longer, some with Q&A, some with people piping in, surprise. She kept the trains moving. How do you keep the trains moving? It's not because everything was perfect or she had all the background or she knew everything. Sometimes it's literally someone popped up. She's like, oh, I guess we're doing that. It's you just show up and you work the schedule. Like today, my whole thing is, Brendon, you don't feel like it today, kid. Show up, work the schedule, right? Give yourself time to recover, take your pit stops, all the things we talk about in the morning show. But I think when you show up and you work the schedule, maybe you didn't want to get up and take the kids to school today. You felt like crap. You didn't have a good night. But you know what? You got up and you said, I'm going to do it. And even if taking kids to school means parking their little butts in front of that Zoom, you still did it with a good, you got yourself in a good attitude. And you said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I just think that's so key. I think it's so key. Show up, work the schedule, keep a positive attitude, do that over and over and over again. And you'll realize, wow, I'm able to summon so much for myself because I showed up like that day after day.
That's so good. Yeah. I see comments down here saying I joined Growth Day because of the event. Nice. So we have new people coming in because of the event. I
Wow.
love what you said about showing up too, because, so by the way, if you guys want to hear Brendon Burchard, let me just take a step back. So when Brendon comes rushing out behind the curtains of the event, straight out there into the live studio. And for those of you who haven't seen it, by the way, we have the replay still up on YouTube and Facebook, I believe. It's coming down quickly, but if you want to see it, you can go watch it for free really fast.
How
It's
do they
on,
find it?
I
They
don't
just
even know. Oh my
YouTube
gosh.
becoming.
Maybe on becomingunstoppable.com. You can still find it. I should know this and I don't know. I think on
Okay.
becomingunstoppable.com, you can still grab it, but you can watch Brendon's keynote right now for free before it comes down. But the moment he rushed out into this studio, and you guys, there was 216,000 people signed up for the event, and inside the studio, you can see thousands of you inside your living rooms on Zoom. And I was backstage when Brendon rushed out, and I was around 40 other people, right? They're all working in different, because there's thousands of Zoom rooms. It's the most incredible thing. It reminds me, oh my gosh, old school Star Wars, like I think it was Return of the Jedi. Like inside the Millennium Falcon. Anyone
Right.
know the Millennium Falcon? Like that big round. I'm such a Star Trek rookie, but I did watch Return of the Jedi like 8 times growing up. And I owned the Millennium Falcon. That was like my dream toy as a little girl. Anyways, this big round Millennium Falcon, that's what it reminds me of. You go out in the studio and you're seeing thousands of people live right into your living rooms, and you see people crying and cheering, and you have people with their kids on their laps, right? That was the thing that got to me. And when I went backstage and was watching, Jackie was crying, Sarah was crying, because we were watching moms and dads who would never be able to leave and travel for an event, but they were able to
Yes.
be there with their kiddos on their lap,
Yes.
were yelling at their kids in the background, but they were there. And it was so emotional. Anyways, when Brendon came running out through the curtains, it was literally like watching, I don't know, how do I describe this? Like when you see Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl, like that's what he's born to do. It was like when Brendon went running out, it's the most comments I saw all day. We had 19 speakers, the most comments in the chat, blowing up, the most like you were just on fire. And it was like, what it reminds me, because I did see, I think only the last 5 minutes of the Super Bowl, but I did see when Tom Brady won another one. It reminded me of that, of what someone's born to do, right? Born to impact lives and to serve at like the highest level. And I was standing backstage with about 40 other people. Our jaws were open. Like literally our jaws were hitting the floor watching Brendon bust through the curtains, command the entire stage, watching the reaction of 216,000 people sign up for the event. But the impact of your words, of your stories, of survey, and just watching that whole thing was so special and so powerful. Anyways, you can still check Brendon's keynote out. I just don't know where, but I think it's
I think
Becoming
you're right.
Unstoppable.
They can still register Becoming Unstoppable. I saw someone post it.
Oh, thank you.
Becomingunstoppable.com.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
I should know. I'm just so excited about it. And we're pulling the replays down, so go watch them now if you haven't seen them yet. But wow, it was
So
so
many people
special.
here commenting that they were there and watching. So I'm happy that you all, I mean, obviously in Growth Day, we've been talking about this for several weeks, and that they showed up and they were there, and that you all are just, listen, when you have an opportunity to do personal development with the world's best, you do it. You just show up. I've been saying it a lot on the show recently. It's like our ability to engage in personal development every day is why we called it Growth Day. Because you have to keep putting the goodness in. Because you know what the funny thing is, they say garbage in, garbage out kind of thing. Well, we're consumed by so much garbage on social media, so much division, and so much like meme distraction stuff, that actually talking about life and hearing a positive mindset about it, hearing people literally trying to grow. Like Jamie didn't know how to do an event. Jamie didn't know how to do a book launch. And yet you just saw her execute it at like super high performance levels, like way up there, right? Just like epic, legendary Jamie Kern Lima stuff. You know what I'm saying? She totally blew it out of the water. Epic Jamie Kern Lima level, right? But you saw her like worry about it and try to figure it out and talk through it on the Growth Day morning show. Like this is a journey of growth. And you have to hear people seeking and striving and fighting for their dream more often. When you hear that in your head over and over and over and over again, that rewires the synapses, right? That makes that neuroplasticity like chart. And all of a sudden, like, oh, those negative thoughts, oh, those will still be there, but they're less loud because the frequency you've been piping in at higher level is this level of annoying positivity that says, hey, you forgot how incredible you are. You just haven't had a project to demonstrate it for a while. You forgot how good tomorrow can be. You just watch too much news. You forgot the kids aren't that bad. They just had a tantrum. You just, you get in your space where you think everything sucks. And some days, like for me, I don't know if you all know this, but when I work out, I'm listening to the classics. I'm listening to like personal development. I'm Earl Nightingale and
Of
Louise
course
Hay
you are.
and Wayne Dyer and Dale Carnegie and Les Brown and Zig and Jim Rohn. I'm just like piping it in, man. And I'm playing music and I'm piping in goodness because otherwise I can be a grumpy, tired bear. And so like let energy be contagious. And if you can't believe it for yourself, get around a higher quality of persons who are trying. And when I say higher quality, I don't mean they're different or unreachable or perfect. What I mean is they're at a higher vibration.
Yeah.
They're at a frequency level of belief. Jamie Kern Lima lives at this frequency level of belief that other people would think, well, that's, like Steve Jobs' distortion field kind of stuff. Like, she just knows it's going to happen. She summons it from herself. She prays to God. She's a person of faith like I am. And we just believe it's going to turn out. If I show up, it's going to happen. It might not be perfect, but we're going to summon and control every factor we can to do our best dang job. And I hope you'll do that in your lives because I love you guys.
I love that so much. And we did that with this morning show. There's a lot of new people I see on here this morning in the comments, tons of new people in here for the first time ever. And I just want to say what this is again, because if you're just hopping in, this is not just a random live on Instagram. This is the Growth Day Morning Show with me and Brendon. And we're here Monday through Friday, 7:30 in the morning Pacific time, every single day for free. We hop on and we had this idea. What if we all come together and literally start our day? Because listen, here's the deal. When Brendon talks about even just surrounding yourself with people that believe bigger, right? Well, I know, right? I have 5 families in my life, from divorces and adoption and all kinds of stuff. I know that sometimes we have that in our life and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have family that we love so much and they're great, but they have no interest in having a higher vibration or dreaming bigger or personal growth or anything. And for someone hopping on live right now for the first time, this morning show, maybe that's part of your family now. Like that, this is my hope and prayer, because we don't all just have the people around us that can help us believe in ourselves when we don't believe in ourselves. And all of us have self-doubt. Me going into this event, do my first ever live event, my first ever book launch. My book just launched into the world, and this is day 2 of it being out in the world. I still have moments of self-doubt, all those things, but us coming together as a community, as a Growth Day community, right? This is the Growth Day Morning Show. We're on week 7 of doing the show. Us coming together, the whole idea is this is a safe space where you can come as you are, stay as long as you like, and feel like you belong here. And together, every single morning, we're bringing the joy, we're bringing the inspiration, but also Brendon and I are sharing the real stuff, like the real story behind the story of everything going on. And some days we're on fire with frameworks. Other days, one day I took my whole makeup off and was like, another day I was in tears. Anyways, it's the real journey. And my hope is also that when we share this real journey all together, we all feel less alone. We all feel more belief, more enoughness, more inspiration. That's my hope and prayer for the Growth Day Morning Show. It's why Brendon and I show up for free every single day, and yet we leave this morning show with our souls filled also, because we're all coming together.
We do. Every time we get off this thing, we're lit up because we've been sharing, a message of positivity and growth and contribution and showing up for other people even when it's hard, and chasing your dream even when there's so much hardship and difficulty and exhaustion, and finding better ways to do it. I think one thing that we were really good about is like, there are better ways to strive. You can strive satisfied. You can strive with joy in your heart. You can strive and not feel completely stressed. You can just like show up, and you can be mindful and present, and you can take care of yourself. Like your well-being, your self-care is the foundation of everything we teach in High Performance Habits, right? Everything we teach in Growth Day. Every coach this month who went live in Growth Day, when our theme this month was confidence, and we have the world's best coaches in Growth Day. And so they go live for you for less than $1 a day for the year. And here's what they all said about confidence. At some level, confidence has a lot to do with taking care of yourself and creating space so you can be authentic in you, and you're reminded of what that even is. And I think this last year, a lot of people forgot, who am I without the role or the travel or the thing or the experience? And we're all figuring it out together. But I think that this has been Growth Day has been a big saving grace for a lot of people, because they're looking for that reignition. It's like my course, like reignite your life. Like how do we reignite in a time when it's been so crazy? And so I gave everybody who supported Jamie's Becoming Unstoppable event on Monday, we're giving you reignite your life course, because we were looking at, like, I have like 20 online courses, and it's like, what do people really need right now? That reignition, that time, right? It's like this is the time to summon your belief again, and to show up, and to work the schedule again. And I know, Jamie, you have a huge schedule. Jamie's doing like a bajillion interviews today. So Jamie, last thoughts for our friends here on
Growth. Well, you know what's so fun? So we did the Ellen show. I did the Ellen show first time in my life ever, and it airs today. And my husband Paulo texted me the screen of the DVR, or the TV guide, you know, and it says Ellen show for today, and it has Jamie Kern Lima, author of Believe It. He sent it to me like a picture of the television. I was like, I think I just needed like right? I was like, like all the stuff. But that airs today. And no, I want to say something about your course really fast. We're keeping that open. Anyone who picks up their copy of Believe It, my book that launches this week, one of the free gifts, I did a 95-page action plan to help you implement all the lessons from the book into your real life. You get that for free, and you get Brendon's course, 14 Days of Ignite Your Life, and that's on BelieveIt.com too. And so I'm so excited, and I'm just, I'm grateful, and probably rambling this morning, but showing up with my full heart anyways. And I think neither you or I are sleeping. So who knows what's going to happen this week on the morning show, but it's all good. We're all family. So
I don't even know where, you know what? I don't even know where I'm at. I just traveled a lot. So some people asking, I'm in a hotel. I'm quarantining right now before I go and see my lovely Denise, my sunshine. She's only blocks away, so it's not too bad. I miss her. And I want to let you know that I'm grateful for every one of you. I can't believe that we get to do this every day. Yeah. I can't believe I've had a lot of experiences in my life that make you question where you're at and what you're doing. And I'm so happy that every time that those have come up in my life, it's been like, I'm so grateful I do what I do. Mm-hmm. I feel so fulfilled to have this experience and get to be in community with each of you. And to get to do it with a great friend like Jamie, who I love so much. I love that you show up for everybody, Jamie, so authentically, with so much joy in your heart, and how much fire you brought. And I'm so excited that literally tens of thousands of you guys, you're going to get her book this week. Like, how amazing is that? Like, tens of thousands of people, like, it's going to show up from Amazon or wherever they ordered it from, and they're going to start reading Believe It, and they're going to go, oh my God, I forgot that part of myself that believes at that level. Let's go. So I want to end by saying, I love you, Jamie. I love you guys for supporting Growth Day. It's been such a thrill. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please join us. Take a friend, bring them along with you. We'd love to see you at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Until then, please remember, today you get to choose your attitude. Every day you get to choose your energy and chase your dreams and work hard for it and be awesome as a parent, lover, caregiver, partner, teammate, leader. Every day, it's a good day to grow. The future is going to be so good for all of us. Don't forget that. Believe that. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day, everybody. Make it a great Growth Day.